Once your evidence is processed, it lives in this process tab of your case. This is again where you will be able to start seeing your digital lineup. On the left-hand side, what I actually did for this video is I just hit that first process button. I selected to run the entire video because I knew I only had one suspect in there, as well as it was a pretty short video. It was only about 40 seconds long. On the left, I have all of the faces that the algorithm has detected by frame, and I can actually click into each of those faces and get my own digital lineup for each of those faces that the algorithm thinks would be a match. The center of my screen here is that digital lineup. Now, it is important to note that my database that I'm running against only has about 30 or 40 people in it. So obviously your database would be a lot larger. So your list of potential matches, your digital lineup, will be a lot larger. We do have filtering options to allow you to be able to filter by any field that you currently have within your arrest records. So whether it be gender, age, race, height, hair color, anything like that, you would be able to start filtering your results down to really narrow that lead list down. So now let's say you've narrowed down your potential suspect list. You're starting to investigate each one and understand if this is someone who you want to pursue further. You can view details and you will have all of their booking information, all of their arrest record information, as well as any other additional images that you have on file for that person for you to further compare to your evidence. So now, as you can see, Juan Carlos Ochoa seems to be a very close match, so we'd like to continue pursuing investigative action on this person. We can simply just add him as a suspect, and now Juan will actually live in our suspects tab. Now, what I showed you so far is extremely beneficial and extremely useful if your suspect has already been in the system, if he's been arrested before, and the algorithm produces a match. But what happens when you're chasing a first-time offender, for example? Veritone allows you to be able to save faces to what's called a people of interest database. Now, this people of interest database is extremely useful, like I mentioned, for those first-time offenders. And what you can do is you will actually have within your digital lineup, you will have a tab called unknown faces. Now, these unknown faces are faces that the algorithm has detected is a face, but it could not produce a match to anybody in the database. What I can do as an investigator is, let's say this is the suspect that has committed the crime. I can simply add this person as Detective Aviv Redlich, case 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to save this person's face to the people of interest database. Any future evidence that gets processed through Veritone with this person's face in it, I'll actually be able to get a match, and I can actually start linking crimes together. So this is extremely useful, especially for those larger agencies who have multiple precincts, for example, and oftentimes there's not a lot of communication going on between investigators on the types of cases that they're working on. This just allows investigators to understand, hey, look, we're both chasing the same suspect here. Let's collaborate. Let's exchange notes. Let's figure out what notes you have that may help me and vice versa, so that way we can actually catch this guy. So again, there are multiple different ways on how you can process your evidence to receive matches. Our suspects tab. This is just a very quick and easy way for you to be able to access all of that arrest record information, so that way you don't have to go back into your matches list and filter everything back down.